What is this? Do you know what's in this letter?
Yes, I know. Let me go. Let me out.
Where are you going?
You shan't save me, Torvald.
It's true. So what it says here is true. How terrible. No, it's not possible. It can't be true.
It is true. I have loved you more than anything in the world.
Now don't let's have any silly excuses.
Torvald!
You wretched woman, what have you done?
Let me go. You shan't take the blame. I can't let you suffer for me.
We won't have any melodrama. Here you shall stay until you've explained yourself. Do you realize what you've done? Answer me, do you realize?
Yes. Now I'm beginning to realize everything.
What a terrible awakening. For these last 8 years, you've been my joy and pride, and now I find that you're a liar, a hypocrite, even worse, a criminal. Oh, the unspeakable ugliness of it all. Ugh! I might have known that something of this sort would happen. I should have foreseen it. All your father's shiftless character, be quiet. All your father's shiftless character has come out in you. No religion, no morality, no sense of duty. So this is what I get for condoning his fault? I did it for your sake, and this is how you repay me?
Yes, like this.
You completely wrecked my happiness. You've ruined my whole future. Oh, it doesn't bear thinking of. I'm in the power of a man without scruples. He can do what he likes with me, ask what he wants of me, order me about as he pleases, and I dare not refuse. And I'm brought so pitifully low, all because of a shiftless woman.
Once I'm out of the way, you'll be free.
No rhetoric, please. Your father was always ready with fine phrases too. How would it help me if you were out of the way, as you call it? Not in the least. He can still see that thing gets about, and once he does, I may very well be suspected of having been involved in your crooked dealings. They may well think that I was behind it, that I put you up to it, and it's you that I have to thank for all of this. And after I've cherished you for all through our marriage life, now do you realize what you've done to me?
Yes.
It's so incredible that I can't grasp it. Somehow or other I must try to appease him. The thing must be hushed up at all costs. As for ourselves, we must seem to go on just as before, but only in the eyes of the world, of course. You will remain here in my house, that goes without saying, but I shall not allow you to bring up the children. I shouldn't dare trust you with them. Oh, to think that I should have to say this to someone I've loved so much, someone I still... Well, that's all over, it must be. From now on, there'll be no question of happiness, but only of saving the ruin of it. The fragments, the mere facade. What's that? At this hour? Can the worst have? Could he? Keep out of sight, Nora. Say that you're ill.
There's a letter from the mistress.
Here, give it to me. Yes, it's from him. You're not to have it. I shall read it myself.
Yes, read it.
Nora! Nora, wait! I must just read it again. Yes, it's true. I'm saved, Nora. I'm saved.
And I...
You too, of course. We're both saved. Both you and I. Look, he sent you back your bond. He's saying that he regrets and apologizes. A fortunate change in his life. Oh, never mind what he says. We're saved, Nora. No one can touch you now. Oh, Nora, Nora. Wait, first let me destroy the whole detestable business. No, I won't even look at it. I shall treat the whole thing as nothing but a bad dream. Listen, Nora, you don't seem to realize. It's all over. What's the matter? Such a grim face. Poor little Nora. I see what it is. You simply can't believe that I've forgiven you, but I have.
Thank you for your forgiveness. Torvald, I've changed my clothes. I'm not going to be sleeping tonight.
Nora, what is all this?
I have a lot to talk to you about. And you mustn't interrupt. Just listen to what I have to say, Torvald. This is a reckoning.
What do you mean by that?
You've never loved me. You've only found it pleasant to be in love with me. It's true, Torvald. When I lived at home with Papa, he used to tell me his opinion about everything, and so I had the same opinion. If I thought differently, I had to hide it from him, or he wouldn't have liked it. He called me his little doll, and he used to play with me just as I played with my dolls. Then I came to live in your house. I mean, when I passed out of Papa's hands into yours. You arranged everything to suit your own taste, and so I came to have the same taste as yours, or I pretended to. I'm not quite sure which, perhaps it was a bit of both. Sometimes one and sometimes the other. Now that I come to look at it, I've lived here like a paper, something from hand to mouth. I've lived by performing tricks for you, Torvald. That was how you wanted it. You and Papa have committed a grievous sin against me. It's your fault that I've made nothing of my life.
You're being unreasonable and ungrateful. This is our marriage.
Torvald, I've never been happy here. No, only gay, and you've always been so kind to me. But our home has been nothing but a playroom. I've been your doll wife here, just as at home, and I was Papa's doll child, and the children have been my dolls in their turn. I liked it when you came and played with me, just as they liked it when I came home and played with them. That's what our marriage has been, Torvald.
There is some truth in what you say, though you've exaggerated and overstated it. But from now on, things will be different. Playtime's over. Now comes lesson time.
You are the last man to teach me any lessons. Although there are things I must do, the first task is to educate myself. And you're not the man to help me with that. I must do it alone. That's why I'm leaving you.
What's that you say?
Tomorrow I shall return to my old home. I mean, it'll be easier for me to find something to do there.
How could you leave your husband or your children?
I believe that before everything else, I'm a human being, just as much as you are. Or at any rate, I shall try to become one. I know quite well that most people would agree with you, Torvald, and that you would have a warrant for it in the books. But I can't be satisfied any longer with what most people say and with what's in the books. I must think things out for myself and try to understand them.
You're acting like a child. You have no experience in the world you live in.
That is exactly why I shall go and find some.
Well, the only explanation is that you don't love me anymore.
That's just it. Here are your keys. The servants know more about running the house than I ever did.
Will you never think of me and the children?
I shall think of you quite often, but the thing is we can never be together, because that would take the greatest miracle of all.
And what's that?
This would have to be so changed that our life together could be a real marriage. Goodbye, Torvald.
Nora, why?